Nope, forgot.
Babe Ruth once said, "Baseball was, is, and always will be to me the best game in the world." I'll be discussing baseball in this speech, more specifically the evolution of baseballs, the debut of the designated hitter, and the impact technology has made in the game. Bat and ball games have been tracked back to ancient Egypt 2,000 years ago. There's no way to tell if these games were specifically baseball, but English baseball has been documented in as early as the 1700s. In 1869, baseball became the first professional sport in America. In 1903, the American League started playing the National League in the World Series. By the 20th century, baseball became an international sport. Baseball has evolved throughout the years. The baseballs themselves have changed tremendously. No two baseballs were the same in the dead ball era. Pitchers used to make their own balls out of melted rubber in 1870. These balls obviously varied in weight and size. Pitchers were allowed to add substances to the ball, such as spit or pine tar, to give themselves an advantage. In 1876, balls were required to have a certain standard. According to John McMurray, head of SABR's Dead Ball Era Research Committee, told the New York Times in 1910 a cork center ball was introduced. This caused an increase in average runs scored and average home runs hit. This era of new balls was named the live ball era, and it negatively affected pitchers. A new rule was enforced that banned pitchers from being able to use substances on balls to give themselves an advantage. Ball size also increased, which gives the pitcher less control, and the seams became smoother and sunk into the ball, which causes the ball to fly further. The home run increase became too ridiculous in 1930 when Babe Ruth, Hack Wilson, Lou Gehrig, and Chuck Klein all hit 40-plus home runs. The increase caused a change from the cork center to the cushion cork center. In 1934, the American League and National League both agreed to a standardized ball with complex specific ingredients. William McNeil described the tighter round ball in the evolution of pitching in Major League Baseball. Little changes were added after 1934, but some small changes were added in 1977. A conspiracy is present in today's world about how Major League Baseball will juice balls whenever they desire more offense by altering the insides of the balls to cause them to fly further. The American League debuted a new position in 1973 called the designated hitter. This position requires a player to only hit, not play in the field. This position applies only to the American League teams. The designated hitter takes the pitcher's place in the lineup usually because pitchers are not as good as hitting as they are pitching. This benefits the pitchers because they can now become only focused on pitching. The addition added almost 2,500 hits in the first year it was used. This caused an excitement on the offensive end. The designated hitter makes it harder for a pitcher to pitch to a lineup because there are no easy outs anymore. Only hitting takes less of a toll on a player's body. This allows players to play longer careers. The highest paid players in baseball, usually right fielders and first basemen, more times than not, get moved to the DH spot later in their careers because they are normally power hitters. This revolutionized the game in a way because every player wants to have a longer career. Video technology was first used in baseball in 2002. Video replay was limited from 2002 to 2014 because it cannot review every play in the field. After 2014, video replay was expanded to nearly every questionable play in Major League Baseball. The manager of the team can issue the video replay challenge. technology has also helped umpires improve. According to Blast Motion, umpire median accuracy increased from 83% in 2007 to 87% in 2013. Training has become more precise due to technology as well. Athletes can now maximize their performance by tracking performance on the field, enhancing communication, and perfecting movements. Perfecting movements in baseball can be so beneficial because baseball is a game of inches. The difference between a home run and a pop out can be a difference between a quarter of an inch. To conclude, baseball has seen many changes over the years. These changes of the baseballs themselves, the debut of the designated hitter, and technology changes have all positively impacted the game of baseball.